Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer had been considering an electric bike purchase for over a year before finally deciding to buy one. Initially hesitant due to the relatively low price, they were concerned about potential compromises in quality. However, positive reviews swayed their decision, and they ultimately purchased the bike. The experience proved overwhelmingly positive. The bike's comfort was a significant plus. The seat, a source of initial apprehension, proved comfortable even for someone with a larger physique. The reviewer appreciated the bike's riding position, finding it a good balance between road and cruiser styles, avoiding the overly forward lean of road bikes and the awkward handlebar position of some cruisers. Assembly was straightforward, though referencing online instructions for the frame proved helpful. While minor adjustments like brake alignment and wheel truing might be needed, the reviewer attributed these to their own assembly skills rather than a defect in the bike's construction. The bike remained functional and intact for months. Battery life, while not comparable to much more expensive models, was considered acceptable. The reviewer's relatively short commute and proactive recharging habits contributed to this positive experience. The battery's longevity on a single charge seemed adequate for daily use, though long-term performance remains to be seen. Overall, the bike's quality impressed the reviewer. The frame, sturdy enough to support the weight of the battery, felt only slightly heavier than a standard mountain bike. The tires and Shimano brakes were highlighted as high-quality components. The 7-speed gear system functioned flawlessly. The inclusion of an integrated front light was a welcome feature, contrasting with past experiences of having lights stolen from previous bikes. However, the included rear light proved defective. While the reviewer regrets not contacting the manufacturer, this was seen as a minor issue. The unique sound of the integrated bike horn, though unusual, was acknowledged as functional. Minor drawbacks included the curved frame, which slightly complicated finding a compatible water bottle holder. Despite these small shortcomings, the reviewer strongly recommended this bike for urban commuting, particularly for budget-conscious consumers seeking a reliable and enjoyable electric bike experience.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, a mechanical engineer with extensive experience in bicycle repair, offers a comprehensive assessment of this electric mountain bike. Having assembled and repaired thousands of bicycles, this reviewer's expertise lends credibility to their observations. The bikes arrived well packaged and were remarkably easy to assemble, taking only about 20 minutes each, excluding unboxing. The included tools, though basic, were sufficient for assembly and even included spares for minor adjustments. The quality of components exceeded expectations, featuring mid-range, name-brand parts like Shimano derailleurs and shifters. The frame itself is robust, well-finished, and thoughtfully designed with threaded bosses for easy attachment of accessories like racks and fenders. Further, the handlebars, seat post, and crank are all made of high-quality alloy, and the grips are exceptionally comfortable, featuring padded leather-like material, as is the gel saddle. However, this reviewer noted a significant drawback: the tires and tubes are of low quality. During initial use, a rear tire suffered from punctures caused by defects within the tube itself, rather than external damage. The thin tires and inferior plastic rim strips contributed to this issue, requiring replacement. Despite this setback, the reviewer found the overall performance of the bikes to be excellent, achieving a solid top speed and boasting a user-friendly control panel. The bikes operate smoothly and meet expectations for their intended use. The initial concern regarding the low purchase price relative to competitors was alleviated by the high quality and performance of this model. A final point of critique concerns the manufacturer's website. While the assembly video is helpful, the maintenance FAQs are poorly written and include alarmingly inaccurate advice, such as recommending the use of a hammer to install a tire valve stem, a completely unnecessary and potentially damaging suggestion. Despite this shortcoming in the online documentation, this reviewer highly recommends this bicycle, highlighting its exceptional value for money, high-quality components, and excellent ride experience.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer found this electric mountain bike to be overwhelmingly impressive, describing the initial riding experience as nothing short of astounding. The 7-speed system proved invaluable, especially on hilly terrain, offering more versatility than a single-speed option would provide, even with pedal assist. While the brakes function effectively, a persistent squeak requires attention, perhaps a professional tune-up. The centrally located color speedometer is well-placed and aesthetically pleasing, a marked improvement over handlebar-mounted alternatives. The front LED light, powered directly from the motor, is a welcome feature, unlike the rear light which relies on a separate rechargeable battery. The rigid front fork lacks adjustability, contrasting with the adjustable seat height. Assembly instructions, specifically regarding the front wheel, could benefit from greater clarity. Although the reviewer, at 6'1", would have preferred 29-inch wheels instead of the 27.5-inch ones provided, this was deemed acceptable given the lack of comparable alternatives within a similar price range. While the pedals are generally satisfactory, a slightly wider spacing might enhance comfort. A handlebar design, featuring flat ends, presents a double-edged sword. While comfortable for casual riding, gripping the brakes with only a few fingers could potentially compromise control when encountering unexpected obstacles like potholes. The placement of the electric motor's push button is ergonomically flawed, requiring an awkward downward press with the thumb, leading to hand numbness during extended use. A forward-facing button would be a significant improvement. The absence of a rear-view mirror, despite being advertised, is also noted. Despite these minor drawbacks, the bike's overall design is highly praised. However, the reviewer suggests improvements in quality control, particularly regarding the placement of the motor button. The pedal assist mode is effective but abruptly cuts power when pedaling ceases on level ground. While excelling on gentle inclines, the bike struggles with steeper gradients exceeding 30 degrees. The reviewer achieved speeds ranging from 10 to 19.5 miles per hour depending on the gear, but cautions against the risks associated with such speeds, especially when encountering unexpected terrain. After extensive use, the battery range seems to fall within a 20 to 30 mile range, depending on usage patterns, prompting the reviewer to recharge every 20 miles.